Okay. Okay, guys. Hopefully this side is a little better. Oh shit. How the fuck did this get onto the chair? Hold on. Oh, I'm stuck. It's like rats. Bro, what the fuck? Bruh. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I don't know what to do. The chair won't roll anymore. There. Okay. Alright. I think we're Gucci. Oh no, the chair is in my holy fuck. God, now I can't breathe. Okay. That was really rough. Jesus criminy. That's such a complication in my life. Just trying to get that shit going. Put my flower back in. She's so pretty. She's a little wilted, but she's still pretty. She's struggling in life, but so am I. Doesn't mean she's any less beautiful. There's a lot of red going on. I kind of like it. Hi, Daniel. There it is. Oh no, Andrew, you're getting kicked. My channel is for 18 and up only. No kids. What's up? That's better. Right, Beavis. Don't be weird, Daniel. What's up, Beavis? Looks good. Good line work. Thank you. I'm like, I'm way too into it. Like, I work hard to get it even. Right. I understood. Yeah, I totally understood the tattoo reference. Like, right away. Okay, English only, Beavis. You lost me already. Oh, Beavis. Don't be like that. I was just kidding. I don't know how to... I just don't know any other language. Do you speak French? I don't. I only speak English. So he says bye. Like, Beavis. Jesus. Just because I'm sorry, I don't speak French. You're like mad at me because I only speak English? I can't help it. I mean, I could help it, but damn, bro. I wasn't even rude. I just said I don't speak any other language, so we only do English in the chat. You're a weenie. Sorry, that's all I saw was weenie. Now it's Mandarin. What are Fifi's feelings? Feelings, Beavis. I've never heard of that, and even I knew that. I've never heard it called that. Words. Yeah. Beavis, don't let people change who you are, dude. Ooh, the Idaho murders body cam was released. I want to listen to it.
And I kept calling her name and she wouldn't answer. And I saw the boy. And I came up the door. And then I ran upstairs. We don't know what's going on.
There's two.
That's good.
I heard her scream and she ran upstairs because she saw someone. That's what I'm pretty sure she said. Someone's here and she screamed and just ran downstairs. And I called for her name, but I jumped up and locked my door because I was so scared. And then I I heard someone in the bathroom, and I heard her crying, and I heard some guy say that you're gonna be okay, I'm gonna help you. And I kept calling her name, but she wasn't answering. And then I opened the door for a second, and I saw this guy, and he was not insanely tall, but he was wearing all black and like this mask, which is covering his forehead and his mouth.
Well, get the town. We've got a quadruple homicide.
I'm sorry, Constance. It's 11:22, at 10 hours and 15. 3170, what was the second unit going through? 40. Multiple MPs on the front of 9 that's really not seeing this passed out, not waking up. What did they got drunk off the news and say something about him filming in the room with them? Trying to get for them.
You're Gucci.
Come on, come back, I want to be around.
I have not been boat shopping. Have you been boat laundering today, Tim? How loud.
Where's she at? Yep, where's she at? Where's she at?
Thank you. I'm glad you subbed.
Where at?
I go live every day. I used to get a hell of a lot more views than you get now, though. I'm shadow banned. I think. YouTube is, I don't think, recommending me. At least not as much as usual. But I know they're doing all that AI verification stuff, too.
Okay, do that.
What kind of thing?
1370. Okay, stay back there, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Slow down.
Interesting.
Just come here. There's two. Looks like they got us. Dude.
No, seriously, though.
Alright.
I'm just waiting for, like, a court case to have to do with AI. And, like, people use, like, fake evidence as evidence.
Okay. Just stay here for me, please.
Oh, thank God. I have a moderator. Finish on me. I'm watching the Idaho 4 body cam right now.
You know the... Here. Can you guys go over to the dumpster for me, please? Okay, let's clear it. Thanks for...
I just hate that YouTube's implicating shit with AI. Like, for the age verification and shit, because that's stupid.
I'll just start down here. Police department.
You're gonna get people, like, not, I don't know, it's just dumb as fuck to me. I feel like it's risky because they're gonna end up blocking people who aren't even kids. Like, I look young. I hope they don't think I'm under 18, like...
Clear here. Going up. Police department. We're on 34, going up. Dude.
Damn, bro.
We're clear. Secure the outside first. So.
Thank you, Sean B.
There's a back entry. I was gonna start taking it all off. Brian's taking the outside off. Okay. Two right.
These taste like corn pops. Caramel corn pops. I'm saving the rest of this for my son. He broke them all up, though. Oh, I paused it. I was wondering if it was black screened. Yeah.
Check with the prints.
That's so true, because, like, what if it blocks people who aren't even, like, I don't know. That's crazy. English only in the chat, please. Okay, you don't listen.
There's nothing else out there. You want me to go back there and start IDing people? I'm gonna start IDing all them. It's alright. Oh, thank you.
No, you're good.
Hang in there, brother. Here.
Did they tell you anything? Get my class out at 4 a.m. In the main room.
This is one of the...
Pretty much they were in the main room. I heard them dancing and laughing. Haley went upstairs and she screamed because someone was in the room and she ran downstairs. And I kept calling her name and she wouldn't answer. And I saw the guy. I just walked the door and then I ran downstairs. We don't know what's going on.
Can you come in with me, please? Freight Fire 3170. Could you guys grab some blankets for all these people out here?
Oh, okay.
Nope. Just come over here with me, please. Just give me 1 second, please. I'm going to get your name and information. Just 1 second. We'll get you a blanket and stuff, all right? Thanks, guys. Yeah, that'd be good for now, and then maybe the big white one. Actually, you guys probably just hang on to this whenever. Is that anyone else sounds with? No, they yes, okay. Who would like a blanket right now? It's temporary. Anybody like one for your feet? To stand on? Okay. I'll let you. Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, if anyone else shows up, that'd be great. Keep up the blankets. Yeah, 1 second, man. Let me just go. Oh, you're gonna do it, bro. They're warmer? Okay. I know she was barefoot, so I was hoping to get something for her, but thank you very much. Thanks, boss. What's that say? And your first and your middle name? What's your phone number to reach you? Okay. And is this your address?
Yes.
What's that address?
1122 King Road.
Is your driver's license right?
Yes.
Okay. How much have you seen?
No, I don't really know. I just saw my friend when I called because we were so scared. Like, can you please come help us? And that's all I saw. Pulled us out to go with that man right there. That helped show you around.
They're going there.
Yeah, that's what he told us. He needed to call us out.
Do you mind just waiting on the phone, please? Okay. Now I overheard you talking about last night.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, the more we know right now, the better. You start this process. Tony will probably be revisiting this interview with you very soon. Again, anyway. So you're probably gonna have to retell the story.
That's fine.
All right. What do you remember seeing? What started?
I remember I was in my room and I was trying to go to bed and I heard Kaylee, who ex-girlfriend, who was his dog.
Real fast. Which one was your room?
Kaylee.
Which one was your room?
Oh.
What room were you in? You were in that room?
My room, not Xana's room. My room.
And your room is this one right here?
Next to the stairs. That one is Xana's room.
The floor room.
Second floor.
Okay.
All I heard was I heard her go upstairs. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now because she's going upstairs. All of a sudden,
Who go upstairs?
Kaylee and the dog Murphy.
And upstairs to the very top?
Yeah, that's where her room is.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden I heard her walking up, I heard her scream, and she ran upstairs because she saw someone. That's what I'm pretty sure she said. Someone's here, and she screamed and just ran downstairs. And I called for her name, but I jumped up and locked my door because I was so scared. And then I heard someone in the bathroom, and I heard her crying, and I heard some guy say that you're gonna be okay, I'm gonna help you. And I kept
So what's
calling her
everyone
name,
up
but she
to?
wasn't answering. And then I opened the door for a second, and I saw this guy, and he was not insanely tall, but he was wearing all black and like this mask that was just covering his forehead and his mouth. And then I locked the door and I called, and I didn't know what to do.
This is at 4
a.m. Yes. And so then I just ran down to
You left here?
I left my room down to she's that one with the white blinds at the very bottom. I ran down there and we talked and we just locked the door. We didn't think anything of it. We're like, nothing happens in Moscow, so we just like tried to go to bed. And then we woke up and it was weird because none of our roommates were up. And we called all of them, they were not waking up. And so me and like, this is weird. So I called and come over and then that's when all this happened.
Who all lives here with you?
Me, that woman right there.
Who's his name? Xana?
Hannah is the girl in there.
Is the girl that this one?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you spell her name?
Xana.
It's either Dylan or Bethany.
Do you know if she has a middle name?
I think it's Dylan.
I think.
Do you know what her last name is?
Krenodal. K. I don't know how to spell it really. K. You know?
K-A-E-R.
K-E-R.
K-E-R.
N-O.
N-O.
L-E.
D-L-E? Okay.
X-A-N-A.
X-A-N-A. Okay.
Ethan, who's in there, he doesn't actually live here, but he's here with us all the time.
There's a male that lives here, and
He doesn't actually live here. He's in the room with Xana, I believe.
he's in there right now.
But he doesn't live here, but he's here a lot. And then there's Maddie, Mogan, and Keely up top. I don't know where they're at though.
Maddie.
Mogan. Maddie, Mogan, and
Maddie,
Oh, they haven't even found Maddie and Kaylee yet.
She's the girl that I was talking about, Kaylee, who I just heard go upstairs.
They've only found
back downstairs.
Xana, maybe
and,
Ethan.
the guy that lives here, his name is what? Or he's usually
Ethan.
Ethan. And you knew he was here this morning?
No, I didn't know. I had no idea he was here.
Okay. Alright, describe the guy that you saw.
I don't think he was a little bit taller than me. And, I couldn't really see much.
Yeah, it's Dylan because she saw him.
I'm almost positive. He was wearing a full black outfit. And he had this mask that was just over his forehead and over his mouth. And he didn't say anything to me, like, at all. I just shut the door and locked it because I didn't know what to do. And I think he went out, like, the sliding door in the kitchen that goes up to the backyard. And then I didn't know anything else, so I called, and I was like, I just need to come downstairs and find you because I don't know where anyone else is. And I called Maddie, I called Xana, I called Kaylee, no one would answer it.
Okay. Alright. For Xana, do you know how old she is?
She's 20.
Is she in our facilities?
Yeah, not anymore.
She's a student at UVI?
Yes.
Do you have any contact information for her parents?
No,
I can't imagine being in her shoes.
I just know her name, her dad's name.
Whew.
And then Ethan.
That'll be hard as hell, man.
H-A-N?
And Chapin, C-H.
Hardly anybody's talking.
D-I-N.
Well, some people ain't picking it on
She's saying this one's on floor. There's a guy, black mask, was in there. She didn't recognize him.
That'll do it.
Upstairs, she got scared and locked herself in the room. And then screaming nonstop.
Ugh.
She's pretty sure this mask person went out the back.
Yeah, it's on Law and Crime Network. It was just dropped a couple hours ago, I think. Yeah, 2 hours ago. 26,000 views already. A lot of people are live covering it currently, apparently.
Who owns a dog?
At least I'm seeing a couple in the recommended.
Okay.
Guys, make sure to hit that like button. It helps the girl so much.
Since she knows a bunch of the people who are all living here, I'm getting all their names, and then I'll finish collecting all their information. Okay. How old is Ethan?
I apologize. There's a door downstairs.
I'm sure if it's on, but
Padlock on or a lock on it. You guys.
We don't know.
Okay. Who has access to that room? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not something you guys normally do.
No, we have no idea what it is.
So Ethan, how old is Ethan?
I believe he just turned 20.
20. And it's Chapin, C-H-A-P-I-N?
Yes, I believe.
Okay. Do you happen to know either of their date of birth?
No, I know Sienna's the date of birth.
Okay. No worries. And Ethan's also a UVI student?
Yes, he is.
And you don't see him here right now, but pretty sure he's in that room.
I think so. I think it's what told me. I don't know for sure.
Alright, and then the two additional roommates that aren't here right now,
They're not.
that aren't here with you,
Yeah.
what are their names?
Maddie Logan, M-A-D-D-I-E-M-O-G-E-N. And then Kaylee, K-A-Y-L-E-E. Goncalves, G-O-N-C-L-A-V-E-S. I think that's how you spell it.
How old is Maddie?
21. Or 21 or 22, I can't remember. They're both over 21, but I don't know exactly.
I think so. How old is Kaylee?
Over 21, I believe she's 21 or 22. Sorry, I don't remember.
That's okay. You're doing great.
Thanks.
I'm asking a lot of you, so I appreciate you.
Don't say anything.
You're doing very well.
Do you know if the other two girls are upstairs or not?
Right now, what we gotta do is we gotta process this whole thing.
That makes sense.
I don't know what I'd be permitted to tell you
That's fine.
right now.
That's fine. I understand.
Okay, let's go back. I just want to make sure we're getting everything. So you're starting about 4 this morning?
Yes, it was 4:10.
You first noticed a guy.
Well, I first noticed Kaylee go upstairs and scream and run downstairs.
So 4 this morning, went upstairs
Yeah.
to the way top.
Yes, to her room. With Murphy, the dog.
Okay.
And
And
then
you heard Kaylee scream.
I heard her scream and run as fast as she could.
man,
downstairs.
that's sad as
She said someone's here.
fuck, bro.
She ran downstairs.
Yes, I can hear. You can hear everything. I'm not trying to run downstairs really fast. And then I heard Murphy barking a lot.
Okay.
And then I heard her going to the I think it was the bathroom. And I remember her sobbing. And I just remember hearing this guy's voice that I didn't recognize saying, "You're gonna be okay, I'm gonna help you." But it wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it wasn't in like a nice way. It was like a weird way.
You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna help you.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear anything from Kaylee anymore?
No, after that, I didn't hear anything. So then I kept calling for her name. I called on my phone, I called Vanna, Maddie, and Kaylee, and none of them answered. So So then I opened up the door to look, and that's when I saw the guy pass by. He looked at me, but he didn't come towards me or say anything, which was really confusing to me. I don't understand that. And I'm pretty sure he went out the side door. And then I called and said she thought maybe there was a fire or like a firework. We didn't know. She heard this loud noise and there was a light, I guess.
Did you hear like a pop, like a bang?
I don't know. Did you hear
What's
a
up,
bang?
Brian? Glad you're here. Yay, the three of us.
Okay, never mind. Just okay. I didn't hear that.
Hey, where are you going right now?
I'm just going to pick up my phone.
Okay. Where's your friend live? To the left, please.
Yeah, I can go.
By the way, if y'all want to donate, you guys can donate here on YouTube because I'm monetized, or you guys can donate to my cash app or Venmo as well. Just wanted to throw that out there.
I was retired. And that's when I called and I told her, I need to come to your room because she was the only one that was answering me. So I just ran down there. And for a second I stopped and I saw Xana passed out. And I thought maybe she was just like sleeping or something. I didn't think anything because I was so out of it. And I went into the room and we just fell asleep. And then we woke up this morning. No one was waking up at all. Like no one was answering, which was really weird because all of us wake up.
I heard the same thing.
And then I called to come check. And came here first.
Crazy that it was
And I told him
true.
what happened. And then he looked in the room and he said,
Because now, just now, all this shit's getting released.
The guy that you saw, it was dark, right? Or were there lights on in the house?
I think there were lights on in the house. I don't really know what he looked like because he had a mask, but he wasn't like super tall.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10". I think there was maybe my height an inch or two higher or lower. I can't really remember.
So about 6 foot.
I think so. Around there.
How was he built? Fat, skinny, stocky?
More like skinny, but like basketball player kind of skinny. Like not too skinny, but like almost fit skinny in a way.
Hey, stop yelling.
And then the voice, he said, when he said those words, you didn't recognize that voice before.
I didn't recognize him or his voice. I mean, I also couldn't see him, but I didn't recognize that voice at all. So I didn't cross my mind of who that could be.
Did you guys have a party last night too?
Not tonight, but there was and we had like a formal thing beforehand. That was 2 days ago.
Okay. Is there anything that popped out about that event that was concerning?
No, I mean, I went to Ethan. He is like Xana and her dating, and Xana went there. I was there for a little bit, and then I went to my friend's house down the street, and then I came back home with my friend. Everything was fine. Suspicious until 4 a.m.
Your brother's dad is sitting to the bus. Damn. It's 2011. Do you know what he did? You don't have to talk about it, but it had to be something bad to get that long.
I don't think I have any more questions for you right now.
Okay, if you do, it's fine.
Somebody else.
Okay, so it's good.
So let's grab that. Let's go back over there. Alright, so let's see. Last time, please.
Killed his girlfriend. Ooh, that'll do it.
Okay, do you mind hanging out here, please?
You need my help? You were 18. Was your mom still with... Oh, no, you said he murdered his girlfriend. I can't believe PBS is shutting down, you guys. Oh, like, PBS Kids, all of it.
You just said... Okay. Can you spell that for me? Do you have a middle name? What's the
I think now we're thinking of Bethany.
What's a good phone number to get? Runs your driver's license through what state? What state is your driver's license through? You have a room that's assigned to you here? When you going?
It was 10, wow.
Were you here last time? Okay. Is it okay if you walk over to my car with me and we can talk over there? Okay. I'll tell you the same thing I told her. Is you guys are probably going to be talking to a lot of people, retelling the same story. So...
And I still want to go home soon for Thanksgiving.
We can't hold you. So you're cross that bridge when necessary, and the detectives will work with you guys to get hold of you however the best can. Okay. So you were here last night. What time frame were you here?
That's so weird.
Through now. Were you here the whole time?
Huh.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's up with you?
What time did you get here last night?
Can I check?
Yeah. Oh, well, you did. I'll turn off.
You know, I just took you a drink not long ago, right? You need to drink what you have first.
Do you still want to hang out here?
I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know how much I'm allowed to disclose right now. We're processing what's going on in the scene. As soon as we know for sure, we can tell you guys what's going on. We absolutely will. I know it sucks to be in the dark with this, but okay. And what's your relationship again? Yeah, man. As soon as I know we're able to fill you in on what's going on, we'll let you know. Okay. Like I said, you're welcome to get out at any point. If you want to hang out here, you can because it's warm. If not, if you want to hang out then, you can hang out outside too. Okay. Tell you what, I'll just crack the door. I'll try to not lock it on you, so maybe get water. We can start. Yeah, we can see if somebody can bring some of that stuff by. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so what time were you here last night?
Like 1:24 or something in the morning.
Today? 1:24?
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
Okay, what was going on? About
One was more of like a serrated, or not serrated, but like it was more dull or whatever.
Okay. Watching Vampire Diaries.
And there was like two different, like, it was like different wounds. Like different kind of wounds. And some of the girls were stabbed and some were sliced. Like, it's very strange how he killed them differently. Because usually if he's like slicing them, he would do that with all of them, right? Some he was like aggression, anger, stabbing. Like, it wasn't just like you know, done. He was like stabbing these girls.
Oh, okay.
Some of
Also,
them.
Yes.
I guess it also
okay,
depends
so
on
guys
if
watching
they're
that
like
there, is this
awake,
the
lucid.
second level?
Like I get
And then
it.
is that one?
I don't know. And then Maddie and David came home from the club. And then we all hung out in Tennessee for a little.
So Maddie and Kaylee were at the club.
Yeah.
You know how long they were there? Probably till closing at least.
I don't know. They went to drug truck after.
Reese's are gone now, so. Oh no, you still got one more.
Drug truck. Okay. And then they
You
came
want
home
it
and
now? I know, but I'm saying you want the last one now?
It's okay. You're doing great. So they
Here,
did
I'll
get
even
one
give you
too.
this bag. You can put the trash in.
I just have a picture of Kaylee with Murphy.
Here. You can put this back here. Just get it all over. You're not just gonna throw candy wrappers all over the floor, buddy.
Okay.
Work
And
like
what
that.
happened?
And then me and
Kids,
Maddie
guys.
got
Kids.
Murphy, and then
Murphy's a dog.
yeah, and
I'm
then
gonna eat this too many
I went inside to go to bed, and she was
Well, that is not even the food I'm looking for.
and then I was
Where did they put it
in my
at?
bed like about to go to sleep, and Maddie just said that she was Murphy.
I'm gonna have to take it and put it on the stove. You know, really
And what
don't
time
have
did
to
you go
do
sleep?
all that. Really tough.
Maybe 2:33.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. What time did you wake up at all?
I heard something like loud and Murphy like barked. Like he barked something. And then I thought I saw like a firecracker, so I thought someone maybe was just drunk and like put a firecracker in the house. But I wasn't even really sure because I was kind of still asleep, so I wasn't sure if it was like real.
So,
I wish
I'm
my
sorry.
boyfriend
Listening to
was
a couple
on
things at the time.
here.
Loud. Thought you saw a firecracker because of a quick flash.
Yeah, through like my door, but I was like still half asleep, so I don't know if it was like
I wish I was here with my husband right now. But he's not here on the stairs.
And then, yeah, did you ever pick up your phone to see what time it was? Or?
oh, maybe I might have called my master what was happening. Sometimes those sort of things, and I'll call her and be like, oh, what was happening? It's usually just Ethan.
You guys recognize all these vehicles in here?
Yeah. I tried to call Maddie and Ethan and Xana and them at like 4:20.
So you called
I tried to call them and
Maddie?
answer, but they
at what time?
were like 4:30 and 4:20.
You did a great job.
And then there's one more.
There we go. Now the pad is
And
there.
then Ethan at 4:22.
Great job. You did wonderful.
And then Kaylee at 4:30. I thought they were close.
Proud of you, buddy. There
4:31.
was two more.
So no answer. Did you go to sleep after that?
Yeah, I just kind of fell asleep. I was like half awake.
That's why I gave you the.
Okay. And then what? 30 days. You got up at what time?
I like woke up because my jaw was hurting really bad. I took some Advil at like 6 or 7, and then I just went back in bed. Because I figured no one would be up anyways. And then
You're welcome,
I
buddy.
didn't wake up until we called you guys.
Okay. Moscow 70, can I get the time this call was generated? Copy, thank you. long?
Downstairs the whole time with my door locked. So that's why I always think of it. It's like I'm scared. I don't really hear anything, okay, but they were just being like loud and making sense.
Pretty typical.
Alright guys, give me just a minute, I'm gonna watch songs.
Do you have
Oh, we still have your book now,
any parent contact information for...
I know Maddie's.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I know her boyfriend.
Okay, what's Maddie's boyfriend's name? Is anybody having any issues with you boys?
She must be whiskey.
Okay, so you went, yep. Right. And I was talking to you about the formal stuff, right?
No, that was
her. Okay, so you guys have a formal.
my lovers were formal yesterday.
No issues? And everybody got along? And you were out here when I rolled up?
Yeah. I think I was maybe
Okay. So I don't know if I have any other questions for you right now. Okay, I appreciate that you did very well recalling as things become more clear. Write them down or something so you don't forget. Sound like a good plan? Like I said, some other people are going to be talking here. And then we'll make sure everybody has the detective's case number, or the detective information, and so that you can reach out to us.
Oh,
If anything comes to mind, and not just wait for us to reach out to you. Make sense? Physically, are you doing fine otherwise? Okay. Alright, we'll
God, my stomach's hurting
Thank you very
right
much.
now.
Does anybody else live here? By show of hands, who was all here when I got here? Sorry to talk to you, Theo. Okay. Alright. 1 second. So, Maddie and Kaylee were at the club last night. They got drugged. I don't know if they ran into anybody that maybe had issues there. They just had a formal the other day when without a hitch. There's no issues at formal. So there's nobody that they should be having bad blood. So obviously follow-up needs to be done at the club and the drug check to be released. I did a very preliminary interview with the 2 people that were here and that were here last night. Everybody else I'm about to identify.
My stomach.
Last night I was here in a parking area when I rolled up, so I'll just get that.
I just gotta get a pan. And it's the new one. Then I need the appropriate-sized pan to heat up
Bryan
my
asked,
noodles
sounds like they
on the
recognize all
stove.
the vehicles to include some of the ones down there.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not using the microwave.
okay.
The shitty ass microwave.
Yeah. A couple of them did ask about like polished water or something. I don't know.
I'm trying to get electrocuted.
Work that out. We can go EMS together. I know some would be willing to help out however they can. Yeah, I'll go grab those out of my car. Okay. Keep asking what's the status of all 4. I don't tell them when they are figuring it out. If they ask. Okay.
Okay. Done. Finally. Fuck it. Fuck it.
There are all kinds of ways
Alright.
that phones can keep you safe.
I thought it was over already.
What?
Okay. Oh, there's like a whole fucking pan in this shit.
Might just hang out with them for a second.
So this is basically the puppet shop. We store all the puppets here in between shooting weeks. Over here is the wall of boxes where we store all the puppets. We have doubles of puppets, the costumes associated with the puppets. So like, oh, here's Garfield's hat and scarf. We put it in her box. These guys are some of the biggest stars of someplace else, and a lot of times the only word
Okay.
swim it like so.
There we go. Okay. We put the foil back over it, put it back up in the fridge, and then let it Gucci. Alrighty. Put this. Alright, guys. I made some pasta stuff. I made this like tuna. It's really good. I'm just gonna warm it up. I'm gonna put it on the grill.
Family members walking up for Ethan. Where do you want me to sit? I will talk to them. Can you just fucking shoot them? Yeah. You have to listen. What are we trying to search this residence?
That's a good question. I wanted the same shit. I think he still has it. Somewhere.
And then the last calls.
I don't think he would separate with it. He could be too scared to get caught or get found.
These phone calls immediately after the bang. Okay.
I really think he still has it.
I can do that. Alright. Thanks, Darren. Alright. Sounds like we possibly was right. Okay. We haven't seen it on the
Welcome back, Jerry. Good to see you. Jerry keeps leaving.
Before, she saw a guy masked, about 6 foot, skinny build, like a basketball player, she described. Said that he had a just full black mask, see, like a ski mask, at about 4. Immediately after, she yelled, said there's someone in the house. This girl ran, locked herself in the room, could hear a roommate that was upstairs, Kaylee. Somehow she was able to discern there was Kaylee screaming. Then she could hear this masked man saying, sorry. She could hear him say,
I'm about to eat,
you're gonna be fine, I'm gonna help you.
this.
want as far as the treatment goes?
With the description of the place.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay as long as you are. No, I'm gonna be here.
What are you doing?
Just for a couple more hours.
Well,
I'm not gonna be on all night, but I will be here for a little bit longer.
yes, 1122 Queen Road.
It's only 1 o'clock right now.
Dude, I swear, if I delete the phone, yes.
Good. Yep, sounds good. And then I gotta grab my phone. You're looking for any shell casings, knives, indicia, weapons, used
Weapons, signs of force, other tools to break into building, electronic devices,
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. You're cool too.
etc., etc.
Okay. I'll
Main thing is just get the body of it. This date, this time, we were dispatched here. Prosecutor, when you get hold of the on-call prosecutor, tell them what we got. Let them know that you're working on a search warrant and the nature of it, and then we'll go from there. They'll have a long list.
Okay. Do you want these are the victims' names?
I don't think at this point. I'm going to probably do a quick walkthrough and
Thank you for the heart. What's up, Tebow?
I haven't finished getting everybody here. I'll let that.
Let me grab it.
I'll let Shane know so I can delegate that to somebody else. Hey boss, I gotta get going to start some paperwork back at the station, so imagine you don't want to go with me. I'll just sit here. And like I said, we'll let you know as soon as we get so again, okay?
Really life. It's gonna be so hard. Everything.
Because you can't be too nice. You can't lead them on and be too nice. You lead them on and be too nice, you get sucked into situations you don't want to be in. So you gotta learn how to say no. Don't be a people pleaser.
Okie doke.
Go for what you want in life. Do what makes
Oh, what
you
the
happy.
fuck? How'd I get on? How'd I go to somebody's fucking live stream?
Pretty much they were in the meeting room with dancing and laughing. Kaylee went upstairs and she screamed because someone was in the room and she ran downstairs.
Was that even over?
Not tonight, but there was a... And we had like a formal thing
Ew.
beforehand. That
There's
was
a
pretty
mushroom
dope.
in it. I hate mushrooms. What?
Is there anything that popped out about that event that was concerning?
No, I mean, Ethan, he...
What, babe?
Could you please tell me the YouTuber's name? I forgot his name of his channel, even though I was a big fan.
Okay, I'm coming, buddy. It's Steve. Steve Terriberry. Okay, I'm back. Once again.
This is my Sienna, her dating and Sienna went there. I was there for a little bit, and then I went to my friend's house down the street, and then I came back home with my friend. Everything was
Buddy,
fine.
mama's coming.
Nothing
Bleh.
suspicious until 4 a.m.
These gross ass mushrooms out.
Alright,
Ew, I hate mushrooms. Not like this. I like cooked mushrooms. Like,
I don't think I have any more questions
not
for
like
you
this.
right now.
Okay, if you do, it's fine.
Somebody else will.
Okay, sounds good.
Extra
Let's
cheese.
grab that. Let's go back over there.
Ew, the noodles taste way too done. My mom
Alright,
made
who
this.
else lives here? Can I get your last name, please?
I don't like these noodles. Usually she uses like the spiral.
Hang out here, please.
Me too, just slightly. Not like to the point where they're like mushy-ish. These are a whole different type of noodle. Usually she uses the spiral ones. I always use the spiral ones, but she usually does. These ones are a little too much. Fuck no, Jerry. I won't eat cream of anything. Ugh, I can't. Just hearing cream of mushroom makes me like...
You said... Okay. Can you spell that for me?
I can't.
Do you have a middle name? What's your date of birth? What's a good phone number to reach you at? When is your driver's license through? What state?
Sorry,
What state is your driver's license through? You have a room that's assigned to you here? When you going? Were you here last time? Okay. Is it okay if you walk over to my car with me and we can talk over there?
Hell no. I'm... No.
I'll tell you the same thing I told her. She was probably going to be talking to a lot of people, retelling the same story. So,
If I still let it go home soon for Thanksgiving.
we can't hold you forever. Okay. So you'll cross that bridge when it gets there, and the detectives will work with you guys to get a hold of you. Oh, okay. All female.
Yes.
Okay, I'm kind of over watching this. Have you guys seen those Summer Wells progression photos? Well, it was about the Idaho 4, so I wanted to watch it.
What I watched today? Oh, scary videos. Look, I wanted to
Rotten Mango uploaded a new video. It's I sat down with a killer, and she talks to a serial killer, or some kind of killer. I don't know if it's a serial killer. We should listen to it. Do you guys want to listen to it with me?
There is a certain process of elimination when you are at the scene of a death. Some cases are obviously going to be trickier than others. Some cases, the whole time, the investigators are debating, first of all, how? Like, how did this even happen? We don't know. And if this is what truly happened, if our theory is correct, are we sure that's what really happened? That's what the investigators are doing. But for Detective Ryan, this case starts off really easy.
I don't know. It's an hour and
man
24
in the
minutes long. I don't know if we should listen to it or not, you guys. Kohberger, Bryan Kohberger said he was sexually assaulted in prison. What?
Hey everyone, breaking. Bryan Kohberger is complaining from his cell about his lunch, and he says inmates are sexually harassing him. I go through every grievance BK has filed and why he's already asking for a transfer.
He hates it, huh?
Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. BK hasn't been in prison for a month, and he's already filed grievances over food missing from his lunch, and he claims that fellow inmates were sexually harassing him. Now, I told you about these complaints last week when word started circulating that Kohberger was complaining that inmates were keeping him up and harassing him by shouting nonstop through the vents of the prison at him. Well, after that, I filed a records request.
He's not in
for
general
all of his
population.
complaints.
He's
I knew
in
they'd be
solitary.
in writing. They're called kites, and I got them. They're right here, and they're very revealing.
But they're yelling through the
BK
vents.
is in J Block, all by himself in a cell. Many other inmates are housed in J Block in Idaho's maximum security institution too. But BK doesn't like it there. He was moved to J Block from a medical unit on July 29th. That medical unit may be where this video was taken. It's a larger cell where Kohberger was being assessed when he first arrived. The prison won't vouch for the authenticity of the video just yet, but officials say they're investigating it. And if it's real, whoever recorded it is in big trouble and could be prosecuted. But back to the complaints. They started on July 27th when BK was in that medical unit. He wrote, I need access to the JPay system to access and complete an order drafted on and a full commissary menu. When attempting to access JPay, I am given an error that I am not set up in the system in the C Block kiosk. May I be temporarily moved into the system to do so? Thank you for your assistance. Then a captain responded, Mr. Kohberger, I spoke with you at your cell on 7/30/25. Getting set up in JPay can take a few days. After moving to a new location, Corporal White is following up with JPay on your access. Then on July 30th, BK wrote 2 complaints. In the first, he actually complained about his lunch. Take a look.
I watched a lot of
BK
stuff on
wrote,
Chris
I
Watts.
did not
Chris
receive my
Watts
lunch
was
on 7/30/2025, despite
Portia
inquiring.
Nan and
Although I
Bella
understand
and
the
Cece.
cheer became
That was
hectic,
one
it
of
was
the.
never
That's actually
communicated to
B
me
case
that
that got
I
me
would
into
be
YouTube
unable
True
to
Crime.
receive a new bag. The next shift was not aware of this either.
That's when I found
wish
Zav
to
Girl.
access this.
I mean, everybody
I have
over
a right
there.
to this meal. Thank you.
Now I'm mod for
Then
Zav. Well,
it
I've modded
says,
for
I have
Zav for
tried to resolve
years.
this
But
problem informally by speaking with staff several
awesome.
times.
Mhm.
I suggest the following solution for the problem. In the future, I wish to receive my lunch without exception. This could be accomplished by
yeah,
sending
nobody's
for
sexually
the
harassing
replacements
him.
as
They might be
rapidly
yelling
as
at
possible.
him through the
Now, that same day,
vents,
there
like
was another
sexual
complaint
things.
where he requested a transfer. Again,
But
it's
I
difficult
highly
to
don't
read
think
these.
anybody
Bryan
is
Kohberger's
actually.
handwriting is not the greatest.
No.
This states, as I continue the SPI phase, I wish to discuss if I may be transferred to another ADSEG setting, such as B Block, not
Yeah,
engaging
Chris
in
Watts.
any of the recent flooding/striking, as well as being subject to minute-by-minute verbal threats and harassment, and that our other bases, Unit 2 of J Block, is an environment that I wish to transfer from. If possible, I request transfer to B Block immediately. I wish to speak with you soon. A staff member responded, Mr. Kohberger, on any tier at IMSI, there are sometimes disruptions to operations such as residents flooding. This is actually where they clog up their toilets on purpose. On J2, it is a relatively rare occurrence, and J2 is generally a fairly calm and quieter tier. I do not think that B block would be any better for you. Give it some time. So basically, the guy in the prison, the staffer, is saying, we put you in a pretty good spot. Just give it some time. Get used to it. You will adjust. Then on July 31st, Bryan Kohberger complained yet again about food missing from his meals. Kohberger wrote, I have on several occasions not received all items of food on my tray. I addressed this during service and have yet to receive any replacements. In fact, the kitchen is not even called. The policy book confirms items missing, which are pointed out at the time of service, will be replaced. I wish to, without exception, receive these replacements. It states, I have tried to solve this problem informally by addressing this issue with staff at the time of meal service. I suggest the following solution for the problems. I wish for the items to be called for and items replaced. When this occurs, the nutritional standard is not being upheld unless I receive my full tray. And he signed it. Then earlier this month, the prison created an incident report since Bryan Kohberger reported other inmates were sexually harassing him. The incident form states,
Oh my God,
August 3rd,
Brian! Holy
2025,
shit,
President
dude!
Kohberger,
Thank you
DOC
so
number
freaking much.
163214,
You're such a
submitted
sweetheart.
concern
Thank
form
you.
stating he has been subject to threats
That's
and
freaking
harassment, recently
awesome.
escalating to overt sexually violent threats/statements.
Guys, make sure to
Lieutenant
give that a
Mullen
like. Where he
received
just
the concern form
super
on August
chatted.
4th,
That's very sweet of
2025,
him.
and conducted an interview with Kohberger.
I don't
in
get a whole
J-Block.
lot of
Kohberger stated a resident that goes by Peru
of
told
super
him,
chats, so
I
thank
will do something from you from behind. I'm not going to go into detail, but it
Somebody said
starts
I
with a
will do
B
something
and
too.
an F, those words.
I will
Kohberger also
fuck you.
stated an unknown resident from Tier 1
I will
of J-Block
BF
said
you.
the only
I will butt fuck you. Is
rear
that what
end,
he's
but they
saying?
didn't use that word, that will be eating is Kohberger's. Kohberger stated that Officer Signoria was present for the comment.
The only
made by
ass
Peru.
will be eating is
Due to Officer
Kohberger's,
Signoria
they
being
said.
on B nights, an interview could not be conducted to attempt
Sorry,
to corroborate
that's
the allegation.
funny.
Then on August 7th,
He
2025,
deserves
Officer Signoria submitted an information
Look,
report outlining his
this
involvement
is what
of the alleged
prison
incident.
is.
Officer Signoria recalls vulgar language being used and directed toward Kohberger, but could not identify who said what. The allegation is substantiated, but due to no aggressor being
That
able
was
to
so
be
freaking sweet of him.
positively
Thank
identified,
you.
and Kohberger saying he feels safe to
Yeah.
remain on Tier 2 in J-Block, no further actions were taken. There's a reason Crime Fix is one of the top-ranked shows on YouTube right now, just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They're a firm with more than 1,000 attorneys, and that's because they win a lot. Morgan & Morgan has recovered more than $25 billion from more than 500,000 clients. In the last few months, a client
Also,
in
I
Florida
have Cash
received
App and
$12
Venmo if
million
anybody wants to
after
donate
the
to
insurance
that.
company
Because
offered
YouTube
just
does take
$350,000.
30%.
In
So,
Pennsylvania, a client was awarded $26 million. That was 40 times the insurer's $650,000 offer.
but
Another
super chats
client
are
in
just as
Pennsylvania
good.
received $29
Seriously,
million
because you have
after being offered
to
only
make a certain amount
$500,000.
to even get
Even if you
paid
think your
monthly
case is not worth
by
millions,
YouTube.
why not start a
So
claim
it's
and fight
100,
for what you deserve?
which
Morgan
isn't a
&
big
Morgan
deal.
makes it truly
But
so easy. You can start a claim from your phone in just 8 clicks. So if you're ever hurt, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com.
But can you believe for every $100
/CrimeFix
donated,
by clicking the link
YouTube
below
takes like
or scanning that
$30?
QR
That's
code that you
fucking
see on your
crazy.
screen. So Kohberger's allegation was substantiated that people were yelling these threats
They
to
all,
him,
I believe
but
they're
we're going
yelling
to talk
it.
about that in a little bit. Kohberger was placed in
I
long-term
definitely
restrictive
believe
housing
they're
on
yelling
July
those
29th
things.
in a cell by himself. He's in there 23 hours per day, but he's complained again. More on that in just a little bit. So I want to bring in Mark Weaver. He has
All he does is
prosecuted
complain.
high-profile death penalty cases. And Mark,
He's
wow,
lucky he
Bryan
didn't get the
Kohberger,
fucking death
is
penalty.
really complaining about his lunch and sexual
It's only
harassment.
food
I'm
he's
not
complaining
saying
about,
anybody
which
should be
is hilarious
sexually
because he's
harassed.
vegan.
I'm not saying
So
that.
he's
but,
hating it in
let's
jail.
start with the lunch.
Alright, I'm out. Beachside Active
Bryan Kohberger,
Peace, homie.
I feel
Good night,
like
Brian.
thinks that
Thanks
this
for
is a
being here.
hotel. This is prison,
See you tomorrow,
maximum
or
security
whenever you
prison.
come back.
He is doing 4 consecutive life sentences for the slaughter, the horrific, unnecessary slaughter of Maddie Mogan, Kayla Gonsalves, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. And he's complaining
Thanks
about
again,
his lunch.
Brian.
Not particularly self-aware. Now,
Good luck with that
most
debt.
murderers have some sort of emotional problem. It's unusual to be a murderer or even a mass murderer. But when he entered into a plea bargain so that the death penalty would be taken off the table, perhaps he didn't realize what he was bargaining for, which is for the rest of his life, other people control his movements. Other people control what he eats. The inmates, who are other people, control whether he sleeps or not. Because we have reports that they are yelling into the vents on shifts. They've organized themselves to keep him from sleeping. This will go on, depending on his health, for another 40 or 50 years.
He seems to me to be somebody who's very into rules and regulations. He's citing the policy manual because the nutritional standard for his lunch is not being upheld, and he wants the food that was missing from his tray delivered immediately. And this seems kind of rich to me because this is a guy who's going through the policy manual, and he's really stuck on rules. He broke the biggest rule on the planet. He murdered people. So to me, it's very, it does not compute as somebody
just
who
hit
is
my
on the
face.
outside.
Don't you love that?
So
Are you
can
laying on
swear
your
that
back?
for me as somebody who's dealt with
that shit has
people
happened
who've
to
committed
me
heinous crimes
more
for
times than
decades.
I'd like to admit.
Yeah, what a strange circumstance where someone who's a PhD student doesn't understand what irony is. Complaining about rules being allegedly broken after having, as you said, violated the most serious law we have. Now, I will say this. For better or worse, most states do have rules about how the prisons are run. You see this more in some states than in others, and prisoners are given certain rights under the Constitution. I don't have an opinion about whether or not the rules have been broken or what his remedy is. He's just not really, to use a term, reading the room to understand that to the extent that anybody cares what he thinks, that he's abusing the notion that somehow some rules were bent. So there are rules in prison. You can't take somebody and put them in a freezer and make them freeze all night instead of sleep. There are basic rules about care, but sort of the notion of what kind of food you want and what cell block you're going to be in, which is another one of his requests, that is beyond his choice.
I want to move on to the sexual harassment part of this. He is somebody who, at Washington State University, we're now learning, was studying sexual burglary. That was his field of study.
Aw, Devo, thank you.
The cell
You're
phone
so
revealed
sweet.
a massive number of searches for non-consensual sex pornography. Pornography of women being forced into sex acts against their will. And now he's complaining that these inmates are making these comments to him, which I'm not advocating sexual assault or sexual harassment. I'm not saying that at all. But to me, I look at these things, and this to me seems like, well, this is just disgusting, gross prison stuff. That, like, there are no angels in this prison. And this is the way these guys talk. It's gross. I don't like it. But it seems a little rich to me that somebody accused of a number of acts of sexual harassment on the Washington State University campus, and somebody who was viewed by professors in the criminology department at Washington State University as a predator. People thought he was going to be a future rapist. This is in the police reports. His colleagues at Washington State is now complaining about sexual harassment.
Once again, a lot of irony here. It's troubling in some ways that he thinks he has this power over what he can do. In my career as a prosecutor and as an acting judge, I've interacted with hundreds of inmates of jails and prisons. There is a roughness to these male prisons. There is it's crude, it's debasing in many ways, and humor of a sexual nature and aggressive threats of a sexual nature are not uncommon. He's now finding that out because of his high profile, because he is a known quantity. He may not be the worst murderer in that prison. There may be people who committed more crimes than he did, but he is the most notorious, which makes him an easy target for the group. I don't see this going away. Now, eventually, maybe it fades as the novelty of him being there fades away. But prisoners have a hierarchy system. They have a reward and punishment system. And it's a little bit of survival of the fittest, a little bit of the Lord of the Flies. And he's at the very bottom of that hierarchy.
It's really been something to read. His thinking is something, again, I am in no way, shape, or form defending comments of a vulgar sexual nature, but it's rich reading these complaints. We're going to be talking also with a former inmate, an ex-con, a prison consultant, coming up. Mark Weaver, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, on August 12th, the prison held a hearing on Bryan Kohberger's housing status. The record of the hearing shows that staff relied on evidence during the hearing that included BK's attitude toward authority, his classification, his disciplinary record, disruptive group involvement, documented behavior and past, and willingness and ability to live with other residents. The reason for the hearing, Kohberger was being transferred to administrative segregation for his own protection and for the safety of other inmates and staff. That's essentially solitary confinement. The document states that resident understands the logic of his placement in administrative segregation. He originally wanted the protective custody route, but due to his exposure in the media, he sees that protective custody is not an option right now. He believes any harassment he has received from the other residents will die down once media coverage slows. He is hopeful that he can one day have recreation with others and live with others like him, just like another high-profile resident on J2 does. He wants to work and be productive eventually. He requested that he continue to have recreation alone and be escorted alone at this time. So the minute I got these documents, I said to myself, I have to reach out to Larry Levine to see what he has to say about this. He is a prison consultant, founder of Wall Street Prison Consultants, and the author of the book, Prison Politics. So, Larry, Bryan Kohberger is complaining. We already knew he was complaining. We talked about this last week. Now we have the kites. Those are those written grievance complaint forms. He's not getting his lunch when he wants it. He wants the replacement. And he says he's been sexually harassed. So let's start with the sexual harassment first.
You guys should donate to my Venmo.
A guy named Peru said, I want to do something to you from behind. It's a sexual assault type act. And Bryan Kohberger complained about it. And so what say you?
That's not sexual harassment because inmates talk like that all the time. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I've been in the shoe before in different places where people were shouting things back and forth. They're just doing that to get into his head. Mm-hmm. That's really, I mean, in the free world, that might be considered sexual harassment. But inside a prison, nobody cares. And he's just whining and finding reasons to complain about, I don't know, everything. And the staff, they're not going to care. They're really not. You can say whatever you want. And this will go on forever. They're getting in his head.
This will go on forever.
So, in my opinion, too bad for him. He killed 4 kids.
Exactly.
People want to screw with his head. He's going to have to suck it up, Angie.
So, This is what I'm thinking, too. I mean, the minute I read this, I thought to myself, this is almost like hazing. He's the new kid on the block.
Well,
and Peru or whomever is
you want to BF him? That's like, what the guy said to him. I'm assuming BF is butt fuck because it said something from behind.
And, you know, nobody should be physically or sexually harmed or anything, but I'm thinking to myself,
no, of course not. Like, do I think Bryan Kohberger should be sexually abused? No, but do I think that he does deserve a little bit of hazing in prison because of what he's done to other people? Fuck yeah, he murdered 4 people, innocent people.
These people that are harassing him allegedly. let's say they were in general population, but they were living in a cell and they got out and all this stuff, they would put them in the shoe as a punishment. But these people are already living in the shoe. They're already doing forever. So it's not going to really matter, Angie. It's not going to matter at all. He's going to have, that's his new life. They're going to say this stuff to him.
Exactly. These people are already in prison for the rest of their lives. If they don't, it's not going to matter.
No one is going to be able to get to him. He could call it sexual harassment. You're right about the hazing. He could call it whatever he wants. But nobody is going to care. And I mean absolutely nobody. I'm sure there are people cheering whoever that is on.
Yep.
And this guy who's saying this stuff to Bryan, or to Kohberger, I don't want to give him a first name. This other inmates that's saying things to Kohberger, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And Kohberger's probably whining and complaining, and they're just feeding the whole thing. You know what I mean?
What?
Keeping it going.
This sounds like, prison life as usual. And when I say that,
I did it.
As you said, they're in the shoe, if you
Oh,
will.
yeah.
They're
And if
in
he drops
administrative
out,
segregation. So that means they all have their own cells. He's moved only when he's not around other inmates. He's in shackles when it happens, as are the other inmates. So, you're right. This is his new life. This is what it's going to be like. And he's requested a transfer. And they were like, actually, you're like, he wants to
It's going to be like this everywhere.
Said, no, you're actually in a pretty good block. You're in J block. So suck it up, Buttercup.
He's in the shoe. This isn't like he's calling whoever booking.com and saying, gee, I want to get a transfer. I have clients that hire me, and sometimes I can get them into the facility they want. But I let people know I'm not your travel agent. I can follow policy. He's in a state prison. They only have one maximum prison in the state of Idaho. That prison. They only have one shoe. They don't have a special cell block for other people. He's probably in there with death row people also. It's not really a big state. So where are they going to send him? Now, possibility. Let's look at Chris Watts. Remember when he got assaulted? He's doing forever also.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got to him. He's in Wisconsin now. They sent him out of state. But it doesn't really matter, Angie, where they send Kohberger, because wherever he goes, he's going to get this hazing. People are going to know who he is. They're going to know he's there. The cops will let the other inmates know that he's there. So this is it. He's kind of stuck with this forever.
Probably should have thought about that before he murdered 4 people, 4 college kids. So this thing about not getting the food, I didn't get my lunch, and my lunch was missing food when I did get it.
Okay.
Is that just kind of prison life?
Okay. There is no set time, quote unquote. Let's say, remember, they got a lot of people to feed. So let's say they're going to feed the shoe between 10 and noon. We'll just use lunch as an example. They can come anytime they want. They don't have to tell him why. Maybe they're short-staffed. Maybe they were short food in the kitchen. It could have been any of a number of reasons. And there's always things that are missing from the menu. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's a vegetarian, or he claims that he is. So maybe he's not getting all the vegetarian food that he feels that he's entitled to. But you know that old cliche, you've got nothing coming? He's got nothing coming. He's getting his food when everyone else is getting it. They're giving Kohberger what they have available. Nobody's making any special effort to give him anything extra. You know what? This isn't like it's his last meal and he wants a quart of like chocolate chip ice cream or something. He's on a regular prison routine to get his food at whatever prescribed time the institution decides they're going to feed him. This is just another attempt for him to whine, moan, and complain about his custody. And that's it. There's nothing that can be done. He can file all the grievances that he wants, and they'll just end up in the circular file because nobody cares.
Yeah, it's been interesting to read these, and basically they've told him, yeah, okay, whatever. And he's talking about, well, I read the manual and, the policy book, and it says the nutritional guidelines are X, Y, and Z.
Well, I haven't read them, although I'm getting a lot of requests from news media to talk about this. I probably should get a copy of those guidelines through my sources. I'm sure there's a little asterisk somewhere on that page that says when available at the staff's whatever. They always give themselves an out. And he's trying to live his life and such by taking the guidelines seriously or taking the institutional manual seriously. That's kind of like an outline as far as this is what we should be doing. But they can alter that anytime they want. So it's not real. Well, yeah, it is valid, but there's a lot of wiggle room in there, Angie. They can do what they want. I mean, too bad. I lived it for 10 years. I was in 11 different facilities, and it was all federal, and they all had the same policies, although we ate at different times wherever, but nothing was ever consistent. So again, he's just going to have to suck it up. I mean, as far as the other inmates violating his rights, if he had read the book I sent him, Prison Politics 101, this would teach him how to deal with other inmates, how to deal with problems, how to deal with staff members, how to manipulate staff members. He should try that. He should read the book. I don't know if he read it. I know he got it for sure. But he's supposedly a smart guy, they say. So maybe he should try some mental manipulation techniques instead of filing a grievance. I would.
He sure has a lot of time on his hands to think about it. Larry Levine, thank you so much.
Sure thing, hon.
So at this time, BK is in administrative segregation, and he will be serving those 4 consecutive life sentences forever. That's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thank you so much for being with me. I'll see you back here next time.
Click right here if you want to see how to make a simple puppet that you can use this mouth plate for. Now, if you see these little pegs here that are sticking out, that's on the back of the eyes. These little posts are what hold the stuffed animal eyes in and keep them from falling out. It's a safety protection thing for a choking hazard. The problem with this for a puppet, though, is that it's really uncomfortable on the back of your hand. You're not going to want these pegs poking into the top of your wrist. Not only is it uncomfortable, but also it'll make the eyes move in unpredictable ways that will not look realistic. So what I think I'm going to do is actually cut these pegs off and then re-glue the eyes on at the end. Unfortunately, there's no great way to get these off.
Yeah, you have to roar, bark.
And don't forget to wear eye protection.
Y'all are quiet.
What you can do is cut these little pegs off too. Alright, that's much better. But there's one little problem. When I go to glue these onto the Kermit head, because there's some hollow spots, there's not a lot of surface area for the glue. So I'm going to fill those sections right now. I typically probably use like an epoxy resin to fill that in, but today I'm just going to use hot glue. Okay, and we'll let those sit for a little bit. Alright, now they're filled in. I'm just going to sand them a little bit flatter. Then we'll be able to move on. Alright, that's perfect now. Now before we work on the body, let me turn this back inside out and see if my hand even fits inside of it. Oh, that's actually not too bad. My hand fits in it. It is a little bit snug, but it does fill out the head kind of nicely. Good grief. It's definitely starting to look like a real Muppet. Speaking of the Muppet, my good friend and co-host of the podcast, Cameron Garrity, just started a new series that he calls The Muppet No. In this mini-series that has episodes that are only 1 minute long, Cameron shares a lot of fun facts about the Muppet and a lot of unknown Muppet history. Here's a short one. It's time once again for the Muppet No, where I tell you about some of my favorite parts of Muppet history. I want to talk about one of my favorite puppets.
Hang on, guys. I gotta go pee, okay? Give me just a minute. Okay, whoops. My stream was like over. Hey guys, I'm gonna restart the stream. Come to the new one, okay? Jerry, Brian, Sean B, guys, come to the new one.